All right, welcome back, everybody. This isn't the Storytime with Jack episode I will be doing in a month or so, but it is something of a follow-up to the previous episode, considering the rather unexpected nature of what has happened in the last few months. So, I was lucky enough to be a part of a project in which we meaning the devs, rebuilt Space Valkyria 3. We then just decided to call it Space Valkyria 33, or 3, because it was the third Space Valkyria 3 made on 2B2T. A little confusing, but, you know, that was more or less what happened, and it was amazing. I mean, you all can see some of the cinematics, and of course on my streams and so on, that I got to show off all the crazy stuff that we got to make. It was genuinely impressive that such a massive base could be made in just 2 months' time. Not hardly any amount of time, even though in parts it felt like it really dragged hard. It was amazing. It was just absolutely amazing. And I never expected to revisit doing Space Valk 3 on 2B2T. I wrote it off in my mind. But with Printer being what it is, and just so many amazing people and circumstances all coming together at once, it was an amazing birthday present. It was an amazing event, an amazing experience. Yeah, it all worked out great. And you know, I was also given some art for my birthday that I've meant to do something with before now, and unfortunately it slipped my mind. And well, given the nature of how everything has just sort of come together, I feel like this is the best place to use it. So I would like to thank all the people who gave me all of that art and drew these things. It really touched me. I'm grateful for everybody liking what I do. And then in other news, so obviously we of course had to grief it and destroy Space Valk 3, just so that nobody else could come and get it. And of course, you know, here you can see a nice little vignette of somebody attempting to come and get it, and boy did he get it. Very unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. And after this, normally this is where I would make the end of the video and I would just show off the Space Valk 3 stuff on 2B2T. But it goes farther, and I was surprised by PizzaPieCake and Wcrm. They have done genuinely interesting, amazing things themselves. You're about to go and see a candid, in-the-moment walkthrough of all of their hard work, which will be the majority of the video. I don't really want to do any more Space Valk 3 content. Not only am I burned out on Quartz and all the things related to it, not only am I sure you all are tired of hearing about Space Valk 3, I'm tired of talking about it. I want to move on and do other projects, and I have other things planned, and you know, obviously I'm in the works of doing all of that, and that I feel like this is the best sort of send-off to the base, you know? I would like to just focus on other things and just give this the sort of final push. If another Space Valk 3 ends up being made on 2B, or something related to that ends up being made on 2B, I'll probably just keep it to myself. Like, there's no sense in stating it again, or doing it again, or showing it off again, you know. It has run its course, and I feel like that's good enough for me. So, without any further ado, I'm going to show you all the amazing hard work of PizzaPieCake and Wcrm. Okay, well, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is one of those unexpected things that just kind of happens, you know? So, I guess I should introduce this particular base. Located conveniently at 72K, negative 54K on Scenic 2 Builders 2 Tools. Because this is the original Valkyria. I'm flabbergasted, man. Look at stupid little bird. We got so many good signs here. Oh my god. People don't shitpost on signs quite the way they used to. They still kind of shitpost on signs, but they don't really, like, do it the same way. So here we have the Tower of Forfeited Items, which is hilarious because these are no longer the same forfeited items, even if they are... I mean, this is all totally rebuilt and all that, but... yeah, it's... I just... Asset Forfeiture Tower. It might be a little easier to... there we go. All building materials forfeited from spawn stashes. A collaboration between the Pompano and Fubster. Civil rights activists unwelcome here. Fuck off. ACLU. Southern Poverty Law Center. Fuck off. Goodbye, Tower of Stolen Things. We don't care. We stole it anyway. God, that sent me into orbit. Fuck. God, that sent me into orbit the first time I saw it. And here we are, so many years later. Nothing's in these chests, obviously. So yeah, this is a complete rebuild project by Worm, aka Fern, and PizzaPieCake. I could explore the rest of this particular tower, but we got a lot of places to hit up. Yeah, this is just like insanity. There's everything. What the hell? Everything that could be made or recreated or fixed was, including the things I built way, way, way later. Welcome to the 2B2T. This was like the waterworks or the sewage treatment plant? I don't remember. It's been too long. Flow channel switch. I don't know if this does anything. And I don't know where that clacking is coming from. But yeah, like, this is unironically... Oh yeah, that's Johnny Moe. We'll get to him in a moment. This is unironically a full-blown 2013 just total rebuild of a base. Like, with all of its garbage block choices and everything. Oh, this is new, however. Oh, this must have been how they generated the cobblestone. Like, we didn't have waterlogged leaves in 2013. Yeah, this is a TNT duper for bombing and item replication purposes. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is a cobble generator. Interesting. Fuck off, Drew. Oh, there's PizzaPieCake now. Damn. Oh, just look at it all. This was some old stable of some kind, if I recall. Sato built this. Oh yeah, let me turn off full bright so you get the actual kind of... Oh my god! Artifacted cobblestone walls! Holy shit. Do you know how rare these are? You will find these exactly here and nowhere else. Artifacted cobblestone walls. I just kind of figured all cobblestone walls joined like this. No. Okay, so back in the day, guys, kiddies, boys, and girls, back in the day, cobblestone walls didn't join up. They would sort of like leave slats of, you know, gaps of air between the two. Or between the layers, rather. Oh, wow. Fucking crazy. And as I said, you'll never see these again, because I'm gonna fuck them all up. And you can blow me if you like. You can post in the comments, "Oh my God, Jack, you're a legend." But I give no fucks. I might leave one wall, that wall right here. This will be the last stacked wall segment, section, whatever, in all of 2B2T history. And then someone else who is as much of an asshole as me can come along and destroy it. Teehee. Oh, it's all gone. Yeah, this is wild. Fuck it, I'm too lazy to go and destroy all the rest. Anyway, and so yeah, we have this beacon, which I believe was made from a beacon Drew made. The last light of Valkyria, made with the nether star of Drew's last wither. So Drew Bookman fucked up the base while he was high one night. Like a complete retard. And basically couldn't really, like, do the job proper. I think this is the wither hole itself. And so they, of course, you know, hunted everything down and then waited a few months for the heat to die down. Valkyria was not a visited known quantity at that time. It's a famous base now, but it was not famous at that time. And so people were not like, okay, this is all for those who fought that day. Yeah. I was there the day this was done. Wow. And so, yeah, like, this was just sort of our little open secret, you know. This is when I got invited to Valkyria. It was like August 2013. Who was this? Valkyria melon storage. Oh, man. People had an obsession with melons back in the day. I don't know what it was. But we did. We most certainly did. Oh. Future site of Zakkun Pagoda. Be careful what you wish for, Zach. Future site of fucking nothing, because that's exactly what this is. Ooh, some iron. And yeah, like, slippery nipples. What a name. Must have been horses. Man. Sure don't get them horses the way we used to. Of course, horses were brand new at that time, so yeah, obviously people were, you know, eager to use them. Ooh, oh, that's a bad word I'm gonna have to censor. Well, this is gonna be a membership video where I censor shit and not censor shit. It is what it is. Should we give me pizza pie cakes rewards? I'm gonna shitpost. Building Val. Oh, I hit the enter key. God damn it. Hi, and thanks for rebuilding all of Valkyria for us. This was such a trip of a discovery, and I can't begin. I'm gonna gush, but I have to. And I can't begin to thank you guys for your hard work. God, my fucking fingers, will they just work? Thanks so much. Sincerely, Jacktherippa. Done. Please? Please? Oh my god, please? Yes! Okay, will you let me sign it? Book. I don't know. Hey, it signed it. Okay. Books are exceptionally fucky still. For whatever reason. Somebody... Hi. Okay, not important. For whatever reason, it just does not like book stuff. Like, I don't know what the deal is. The books have been a mess for at least 6 months now. Truly a travesty. Then I've got a book too. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta get Fern a book. So I was not duped. I find that hard to believe. Sure. What would you like? Oh. Project Nostalgia! Oh, okay. I'll keep that. Okay. Dear Fern, thank you so much for all this effort, as it couldn't have been easy. I can't hit the enter key. If I do, it fucks it up for some reason. I was told that by East Alpha. This walk down memory lane was a truly wonderful experience, and this year's base rebuilding efforts have been absolutely phenomenal to witness. Here we go. Good luck. That's not one word. Good luck in the future with whatever. Fuck me. whatever you build next. Sincerely, I think that's right, yeah. Sincerely, Jack. Done for fun. Book. Shit nuggets. It didn't do it. Fuck! No, why does it gotta do this? This isn't working. Dear Fern, thank you so much. I said more here originally, but it got wiped. Sorry. Thank you again for the great job. Sincerely, Jack. Please, please, please. Yes! Okay, it maintained it this time. 4. Right. There we go. Okay. Phew. Got it to work. Thank you. Yes. You are very, very, very welcome. Thank you, Fern. Okay. Now to wax nostalgia. Autism Spectrum Church. Come and pray to the gods 24/7. It's a damn shame I don't have a shrine here, but I was also way, way too young to have one. So, the baby got Double Sweet? Who the fuck is Double Sweet? I don't recognize that name at all. Whomstidiv is that? The shrine to the baby god Zach's erect penis. That's Zach 66777 or something like that. That's Cold Wave's friend. Cold Wave is the guy who built the church originally. So I guess he Zach had been around a while. Shrine to the younger god Sato 86, leader and founder of Valkyria. Shrine to the younger god Saito. Oh wow, cytotoxic T-cell. Is it a god or a goddess? We may never know. A really effeminate god. Saito was a woman, so goddess, whatever. Still funny. For a while there, she was very like, no, I'm a guy. No, I'm not a guy. I'm not a girl. No, I'm a guy. I swear. And I don't really blame her for doing that, but what can you do? Shrine to the older god Dice Shooter. Holy shit, that's a name. Have not heard or seen that name in so long. I'm gonna be nostalgiaing. Dice Shooter never really stuck around. He was a face puncher, if I recall. And Dice Shooter, Crazy Terrorist, Cajola, Ricken Man, and like 4 or 5 other people whose names I could name that none of you would like know anything about it. You'd have nothing to do with any of them, right? These people were like big face punchers, ancient players who they all shot the shit at each other. They all hated each other. They all raged at each other. And they all simultaneously peeled away from 2B2T at about the same time. Fucking breathing on my goddamn air. I hate that I'm gonna have to censor some of this, but it is what it is. Shrine to the best god, OD. OD? Oh, best god. Okay, okay. Hinder JD. I'm the immortal god king of Spawn. Oh, I remember Hinder JD. He was a founding member of Valkyria. Wonder where Hinder JD is now. Okay, that's Saito's. Shrine to the mid-aged god, Snacky Norf. May his library shine true and all-knowing. Sadly, the library would be griefed about a year earlier. No, actually about a year later, that's right. Shrine to the mid-aged god, X0XP. I'm the most trusted player on this server. X0XP was like Jared's age. He was super fucking young. How we, like, gave him so much power, I don't know. But we did. Shrine to the true king god, Pop Bob. Oh, it seems his combat logged. Oh no. Shrine to the mid-aged god, the Fox. 2013 being a god. Oh, I missed that green text format so much. Wonder where the Fox is now. Shrine to the older god, XCC2, god of building and cool spawn castles. Oh wow, the lava's back. Shrine to the older god, Chris Layton. May you mad blacks, you mad. They wouldn't even write the word. Oh, that's so funny. Shrine to the creator god, Housemaster, Horsemeister, lol. Fucking stop playing this dead server. Pizza Pie, Johnny Mo, Worm. Okay, so Johnny Mo, even though he didn't really do much here, I think that's all there is in the autism church. Johnny Mo, hold on. No, Cold Wave, aka Jan Penn, made that church in late 2013. My fingers are retarded, so they're not very good at typing. Pyrobite is king of 2B2T. Oh my god, that's a sign I haven't seen in ages, man. I wish Pyrobite was king still. Gotcha, okay. Anyway, Johnny Mo up there is Night Vista. And again, that's a name you all probably won't know right off the top of your heads, but I recognize Night Vista from Face Punch Republic. He was good friends with Clyde there for a while. Clyde idolized Night Vista. Anyway, yeah, holy shit. So, I guess I should explain. This build... Oh my god, did they really restore all of it? I guess all the interior, other than the parts that were bombed. I guess all the interior is more or less okay. Maybe that was a... oh, that was from a Wither. That was what that was. Alright, yeah. Everything on the surface has been more or less fixed. Wow. So yeah, this was going to originally be a part of a much longer, much larger chain of islands. This is from... Let me just turn that off real quick so you can get a clearer view of everything. This is an island from the Kingdom of Zeal from the game Chrono Trigger. And I was going to make a bunch of them, right? There were four or so islands in total. And I had 3 more to make them. One, it was going to, in my mind, it was going to stretch over a kilometer. So you can tell where I got, you know, the kilometer idea, which I would then use for Space Valk 3. Yeah, I don't talk too much about Space Valk 2. We fled here after Jared and Talo raided Space Valk 1 because of the Tell at A exploit. And the Tell at A exploit was so groundbreaking that the whole server had to shut down for a few days to fix it. It truly was insane. And this was so funny. Oh wow, I'm flying up the ladder. Huh. Anyway, also the griefers who came here yesterday were new fags and had no idea what this was. Typical. Anyway, so this lookout point served 2 purposes. Number 1, in a pre-Elytra age, you would take a bow, hit yourself with it, with the arrow. You would just barely draw it back, and the arrow would only shoot up like a block and a half above your head. And you'd hit the arrow, or you'd get hit with the arrow. Your bow had to have punch 2 on it for this to work. And what you would do is you would use a very special glide hack. And the glide hack would basically trick the server into thinking that you were falling slower down than you could reasonably move horizontally forward. So you would hit yourself with the bow if you didn't do that part. And remember, it had to have punch 2 on it. If you didn't do that, the server would lag you back and you would just get rubber banded on top of whatever you fell off of. Now, obviously, in a pre-Elytra age, falling from here is a death sentence, pretty much. But glide plus the punch 2 bow arrow hitting yourself thing would allow you to get all the way back to end spawn. And we're only 2,500 blocks out, roughly. Like, I frequently would glide back to Space Valk 1 to extract all the materials, which I then used, you know, to build Space Valk 2. I used all the quartz that I got, bunch of stuff like that, and left the majority of the base intact so that people would think we'd left the end. Obviously, we eventually shut down the end. You know, it just is what it is. But anyway, so yeah, we were able to glide back to end spawn from here. And then in a post-Elytra age, the second value this would have... Huh. I have no idea who this is. And now their shit doesn't exist anymore. And in a post-Elytra age, you would take off, and remember, the server was hella fucking laggy back then. Like 19.33 TPS with 757 players online. That was a pipe dream. And so what you would do is, hold on, let me tell her, just reminiscing. Isn't this the platform that won Elytra Fly hack? Yes, from that old vid on my channel. Yeah, anyway. And so what you would do is the server was so goddamn laggy. And because of that, you couldn't open your Elytra very quickly or very well. And so you'd spam the spacebar to get it to work. And then we had a fly hack, which was super primitive. As it turns out, all the fly hacks from all the other clients in those days were extremely advanced, and that ironically worked against them. A very not on-ground fly hack, which had long since been patched by like No Cheat Plus and all the other things by that time, that wouldn't work unless you were wearing an Elytra. And so that is how that old video, and I might link a clip to the thing here, you know. I'm really doing this, guys. Look, it's really me. I'm really flying. Oh my God, I can actually, you know, use a rocket and go way quicker. Actually, I could probably go about as fast as I could back then. Yeah, I'm really doing this. I'm really flying on 2B2T. I'm such a special snowflake. Oh my God, I'm the only guy flying on... And to be fair, I was the only guy flying on 2B at that time, so it was a legitimately earned title, but like, damn. Who remembers this monstrosity? You used to have to keep a villager here, and you'd have to have a bunch of doors with skylight access. And if you did that correctly, and I want to say there's supposed to be like a hole down to the ground, or down into here somewhere. Wow, all these carrots are still here. What the fuck? And this is where villagers would fuck and breed. Yeah, in this monstrosity, feed the villagers. You throw in carrots, potatoes, bread, whatever, wheat, and they would fuck, and their little fucklings. And their little fucklings would fall down here. And then they would roam around, and then I would sort them out, and I had a little mechanism to prevent them from escaping, but I could jump over it. And yeah, this is how I got the very first mending books. I don't know if I was the very, very first person to get mending, but that's how I got mending. Because all that stuff, yeah, welcome to the Island of the End, established 10/11/2015. Holy shitting fuck. 10 years ago. Oh! I'm stealing this. This is mine. That banner, that was the Z banner. This is when banners were like brand new, and everybody was like, well, how can I make a banner for my personal whatever? So yeah, that's what I did. This is the stone farm that I spent months and months and months AFK mining at. Broke many a pickaxe trying to get that shit to work. Ooh, cactus. I need some cactus. That doesn't work. Okay. There's supposed to be a piston under here. That's supposed to grow that. Group symbol. Use this everywhere. Yeah, we never did that. We meant to, but yeah. The trifecta of terror. It was me, Talo, and Pop Pop. I don't know why I called us that. I just did. What does the fox say? Do more speed. I'm taking that too. Are these both white banners? I think they are, right? Black and white. Okay. If you two have another black and white banner, I would love to copy these. Oh yeah, I was experimenting with some like banners that were really esoteric or were like representative of the island, but it just sort of never. I remember this. I guess I didn't cover this part, but it's not like super valuable. These were the products, or the runoff, if you will, of the inf blocks, which we used at Space Valk 1. Inf blocks were exceptionally good. We had a bunch of enchanted books, just random stuff. Stone, quartz, diamond, gold, emerald. I think we had a bunch of iron as well. Dirt, grass, etc., etc. All of that stuff is what was possible, or made this place possible. It truly was a product of its time. And if I recall, nothing was inside these. Yeah. I just sort of made the side bits hollow. Like I said, Chrono Trigger's architecture style was very small and super deformed, and it was pixel art. So you really had to like read between the lines to get meaningful structures out of them. And at some point, I remember going, okay, I finished the island here in October 2015, and I grassed it over, and I was like, yeah! And then I built this tiny little thing, this small building that was going to be a sort of base of operations. Then obviously we built into the island itself. And then I went like, fuck, man, this was a lot of work. And it was. This island was a lot of work. And I was like, if I'm going to build another island like this, I'm not doing it now. I may not do it ever. I don't know. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And I bridged off a ways. And then I started Space Valk 2. And the rest is history. Literally, because they fucking blew it to bits. And that is Space Valkyria 2. And eventually I would take the palette from Space Valk 2 and combine it with, and you can't see it from here because it's just a tad bit too far away, but just imagine Space Valk 1 is sitting right in front of my cursor. So I combined 1 and 2, and I made 3. Thanks for watching, everybody.